So I've come over here to the ISWA, and it's still attached to the sun. That massive object. You can see those tentacle things are still there, like feeder tubes or something. When I went to see it yesterday, the footage yesterday of how you see the connection, the extension that goes from the one up to the side of the sun. Yesterday, from that point, good morning, Tammy. Yesterday, from that point, energy or a ship came down from this particular point. And as it did, it caused this massive object like to bounce. And I tried to look at it today, but all it would do was blink. It will not let me go back and look at it without blinking continually, you will. And I think that's on purpose. If you look at, can you see it? You can see that they're attached to it. Part of me at times with the lines that are continually, they're feeding. Hello, Apple Brooks. It's like ships or energy is going from these filament tubes or whatever, leaving there and going back up to that area of the sun. There's something in them because it looks like it's going upward, not down. But look at that. Could there be, you think there's layers of ships or something, like discs above it? Because the object is massive underneath it, and it's tethered to the sun. And it's what was on here yesterday, and it's still ongoing. But something is definitely leaving it and going up into the sun in that area. Whatever that area is, it's going up in it. And I wanted to check this out. I wanted to show yesterday's also with it. But like I said, I tried to pull it up. All it would do is blink, because you know why? Because when the energy or whatever it is that's coming from this specific area comes down, and underneath this right here, it literally bounces. I think that, let's look at the rest of this sun. If I shrink it down a little bit, you all. It's hard to get these filaments. I can't get the color that I wanted on here, but there, look at them on the sun. Part of me thinks that they're living. That's what part of me thinks, that these are living on the sun. I mean, like living entities, not just living, but actual entities on the sun. But yet they have They have a lot of energy in them. Right here, and we know that throughout the years, there's been lots of documentation of great big round massive objects and small round objects, like people said maybe ships or something, with one like umbilical cord, just one umbilical cord like thing coming from the sun to a big round circular object. And they've been varying in size, but this one right here from yesterday, it's humongous. It really is humongous, you all, if you're just looking. And it's still doing whatever. Something's going on right there in that section. And I wish this product went back more than it does, but it really doesn't. You have to ask yourself, why is this like continue to poke out like it is right there from the 25th? It's just like a straight, something straight coming out of that sun as it's doing whatever it's doing. It's just so wild. This particular product is fascinating, is what it is. Hello, Susan B. Honey and Apple Brooks. Yeah, so today's the 26th, and according to some predictions, something's going to happen today. Something's going to happen tomorrow. And then someone said the 29th is Judgment Day. And then, of course, like around the 3rd and I guess at the stroke of midnight on the 3rd and 4th, like a rapture event or something. Something's so way off, you are. It really is extremely way off. And you got to be alert and vigilant and use wisdom and discernment going forward. Well, isn't that cool down there? It really is so cool looking. Now, some people may not find this cool, but I just think it's absolutely fascinating to see something massive attached to the sun. And we're going on 2 days, whatever it is. It's like non-stop. Good morning. I went outside with my camera. I tried to zoom up on the southeastern star. It was really bright. And some couple eastern stars, but guess what I encountered? I encountered the whiteness of the sky being put up, and it would not let any good images be taken. They literally like hide it or something. For some strange reason, you can't get a good image because of the whiteness, the white layer to obscure them. I did want to mention something about that particular, this right here. Yesterday, it was like a perfect, at one point, it was a perfect oval, even though it was moving, slowly moving, ever so moving. It was perfect. It was too perfect of an oval. And what I noticed with it yesterday and even today, these right here are evenly spaced. One here, one here, one here, It's like, that's rather odd. It really is, as if there's something there, as if it really is a perfect type of an opening you are. What if this sun is not what we think it is, really? 'Cause I don't think it should have been so perfect like it was yesterday. It really was absolutely, for quite a while, a perfect shape is what it was. Two hands fueling energy. Well, when you say two hands or two ends, do you mean this one that extends out and going along with all of these like these filament tubes going down? Because they look like a I would say a bunch of veins. Yesterday they looked really cool. They did, like a bunch of snakes and stuff. Look, okay, yeah, I want to get a good angle if I can of them, like a tree root system coming out of that sun. This is the same thing that happens at the top of the sun right there, but that you can see there's a massive object attached to the bottom of it still. It's still attached to this sun. Is something's like a gorilla. What's a gorilla got to do with anything? Yeah. Good morning. Someone asked how they find this product, and the one product I wanted to look at also was the stereo ahead core one. It's completely gone. The last image I saw that someone, it was a green one, that someone shared was on the 22nd of August. I can't find it anywhere at all on NASA's, right here we're at. Can't find it anywhere. The last known image is on the 22nd of August. And it had some pretty cool footage too, y'all. Let's look at the top of this because it looks kind of wild. If I can get the right angle to show the yellowness. I like the yellowness. Well, Gina, honey, you can't. That's fine. They're still up there on it, just wiggling around you while they are. And over here, I think that's a big area too, where these filaments reach way out because something massive comes up right there on the corner. It's either a portal over there or there's some type of connection that's made on that side of the sun. Shoulders, let me read this. Looks like legs behind it. Looks like it stiffens the stardust out in one spot. Arms and a head. Well, you're talking about an octopus. You're talking about one of these type of. I want to say something too. Behind here, there's more. There's more objects behind here, right here, and if I could get that angle. Oh, now my phone doesn't want to shrink down. That's kind of strange. Or maybe it's because I enlarge this too much. And you know, you may not see what I see on here, and that's fine. It's fine. What is certain is that we view the world differently. We're not always going to view the same thing. We're not always going to have the same experience as someone else has, even though we may be having that experience happen to us. It may be viewed and perceived in a whole different manner from a totally different point of view in this world. So the way I view things may be different than the way you view things. And memories will vary from person to person concerning certain events and certain things that we see. And it's all about the one's perception of reality. It really is. So I am going to go, you all. Thank you for tuning in. And this is still attached to the sun. And I would go back and I would show the product the day before, but it would not quit blinking for the life of it. I've seen ships down here in the sun too before, at the very bottom part of the sun. Yeah, it would not stop for the life of it blinking, because it didn't. Well, I wanted to show the bounce again because it was bouncing. So I'm going to go, you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, and I hope to see you later. Hello there, Deb, honey. You sneak in on us, honey. Yes, you did. That's all right, you all. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and whatever this is, it's still attached to the sun, and there is a connection that is made as if something is being transferred to this port extension out of the sun from this area. Right here, you can see it like going up in the tubes. And this is a massive, massive object. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. You all, love you. And again, this is the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. This is the SDO AIA 171, and you can find it. Let me show you where you can find it. Let me show you where you can find it before I leave. You when you come here, you go right to here. You click into the SDO products. It brings it up. Let me just show this really fast before I leave. It brings it up, and you have to come down here. You have to click in here, and you have to hit this dot right here. It brings up the yellow one. You'll have to hit play right here. I just want to do this little tutorial. You hit play. You wait for it to quit blinking. And if you want to see more of it, you come down here, you are. This is important for those who want to see the full effect. You come down here. This is a little tutorial. You do this. You put 300. That's the maximum number of frames, 300. Let me do this, you all. I got to see my keyboard. I'm sorry, I'm doing it like this. 300, 300, and it's moving because I'm holding my cell phone. Then you want to do the maximum number of this, which is 20 frames. And then you want to make sure this is all the way over here to the side. And then you want to push apply. And it will load. And as it loads, it's going to blink. It'll blink until it gets all the way down to the end, because I know people want to see it. I'd want to know how to operate it. I would, and I'd want to know where I can find it, because I'd want to zoom up on it too and take screenshots. So once it does that, then you have this nice yellow sun like this, the yellow product of the yellow SDOAIA 171. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you all for watching. Love you.